trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
$4 million
on second down, here's Bortles surveying the field. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Marquise Lee, the intended target. Third down here.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
That type of shit there, man, you know, it's my fault.
And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas.
Come on, man. When you get stuff right here.
No, that's over with.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys.
You say this on Facebook, baby. You can see it.
Not easily done in today's NFL.
Colin Martin made sure they got about 55%.
We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The play action fake. They'll look nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They cheated me, man.
But the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Boy got them wheels.
And
He got some wheels like a motherfucker.
They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
If you don't make it, you give him a field goal or touchdown.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Complete to Jason.
Put the ball out.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2.
Whenever I go to a team's practice
You say
facility,
you ran
I
Prescott down, I know
love
Dak
to watch the
Prescott down
defensive
also.
guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Paul Posluszny, the linebacker, brings him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over
Blake Bortles about 250, man.
And it'll be
245.
second and very short.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
And one of them in that video,
They give it to Ivory. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
When you're sitting around with your friends, Chris Ivory's name may not come up in the initial conversation. We talk about the best runners in the NFL. But it shouldn't take that long to get to him. He really is a heck of a player. Boy, what he's doing in this game shows you exactly why he should be considered amongst the elite.
Yeah, it's helped him have the lead here in this game. They also talk about him in Longview, Texas, his hometown down there in the Lone Star State.
How about that? You know something? They always have runners coming out of the state of Texas, don't they?
Absolutely. On second down, Ivory. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
You ready?
From the gun on third down, Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And a busy afternoon continues for Ivory. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Shotgun now for Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Yeah, because he got that. He's behind the line when the ball came out.
That I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player
Yeah,
fumbles the
recovery.
ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On second down, here's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This is Ivory. Ooh, for a Jaguar touchdown.